To the class of 2020, congratulations. You've arrived at the end of this most extraordinary academic year and earned your very well-deserved Vanderbilt diplomas. You've also made history with your resolve, your flexibility, and your sheer perseverance. These are truly extraordinary times. Never before in our nearly 150-year history have we conferred degrees in this way. Through innovation and a measure of grace and good humor, you've shown the world what resilience looks like. You've learned the painfully persistent truth that life is not always predictable, easy, or fair. And yet, through all these trying circumstances, you've had to remain steadfast in your work. In a speech opening the 1930-1931 school year, amid the hardship of the Great Depression and drought, Vanderbilt Chancellor James Kirkland reassured students that completing the educational process is the most permanent investment I know of. That was true then, and it's perhaps even more true today, especially for all of you in the class of 2020. The investment of your time and effort to get to this moment will allow you to now move forward and use your education throughout the entire world and your entire life. None of us could have predicted what you would experience as your final spring semester. This is a generation-defining moment. You are the class that future and past Vanderbilt alumni will look to in awe, recognizing the sacrifice you were forced to make at the culmination of your educational journey at Vanderbilt. If you handle this challenge with intelligence, with care, and as the leaders we need, you will gather further respect and forever be an inspiration to me and to everyone in our Vanderbilt community. Parents, family, loved ones who are listening, the support you've given to these students during their time at Vanderbilt has been immeasurable. This has been especially true over the last few months. You have my thanks, and we are forever grateful to you. More than you will ever know, I wish we could all be together today, basking in the sun on alumni lawn or seeking shelter from the rain in Memorial Gym, depending on our famously unpredictable spring weather. But we'll continue that tradition together a year from now when we honor you, the class of 2020, in person. Now, since we can't be assembled together today, I want you to know that there are several things that I hope Vanderbilt and your time on this campus have given you. I hope that even during these last difficult months, you know that you have a home at Vanderbilt, a place that will continue to be a resource as you pursue your next ambitions and dreams, a community to which you will always belong, even when we're scattered around the globe. I hope that you have found Vanderbilt to be more than just a physical location. Beyond our beloved campus, it's a collection of diverse people and ideas infused with a spirit of leadership and discovery. As Vanderbilt alumni, you'll now take your place in a long line of courageous people who've used their Vanderbilt education and personal talents to have a positive influence. Now, some of you, particularly those working in healthcare, biomedical research and engineering, government, education, and nonprofit leadership, will soon be on the front lines of this pandemic that's upended our lives. Others of you will go on to create artistic masterpieces, start new businesses, advocate for others, and drive innovation in your chosen field to ensure that society not only persists, but emerges stronger than ever. I'm confident that all of your endeavors will be important and necessary. The nation, the world, is desperate for your many contributions. And we'll also rely on you to demonstrate partnership across communities, across differences, and across disciplines in pursuit of solutions. For the challenges that lie ahead of us are much too complex for any one of us to solve them on our own. I hope you will see how your Vanderbilt education, the skills and habits you've developed, the understanding of the world that you've gained, can serve as both a source of comfort and resourcefulness and optimism during these hard times. I hope you've learned that nothing is so daunting that it cannot be explored, learned from, and ultimately overcome. This being Nashville, if I were to play a song for you right now, it would be the words written by Mark Sanders and Tia Sillers, sung by Leanne Womack. When you get a chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope your Vanderbilt education has in some way moved you to step up and to take part in a world that more than ever needs your unique gifts. I also sincerely hope that Vanderbilt's provided you with some of your life's most meaningful friends, mentors, and memories. Maybe it's the Founders Walk, or gathering on alumni lawn to watch the solar eclipse, or cheering on the Vandy boys during last year's College World Series victory. Or maybe it's those simpler moments that you'll cherish, making a trek across campus for a Rand cookie, sharing a laugh with friends at SATCO, or becoming friends in the Commons with a roommate whose background was completely different than your own, but who now feels like family and with whom you can dance. I hope you reflect, too, on your intellectual journey, on those moments when you immersed yourself in a subject you loved, or that glorious feeling you got as you discovered something new that fundamentally changed what you knew about the world. Think about when you first arrived on campus. Who were you then compared to who you are now? Think of the small victories along the way when you achieved something you weren't sure you could. Think of how you have become more fully yourself. As you consider the person, the Vanderbilt graduate you've become, I hope you see someone with strength, with a fire inside themselves, with a solid bedrock of confidence and eagerness to continue learning. I hope you see someone with the intellectual, social, and ethical wherewithal to go into the world and help set off a chain reaction of innovation and progress, optimism and hope. Because this is what I see in you. And this is why I am honored, as your interim chancellor, to confer upon you the degrees you have earned. And I am especially honored to be the first woman in Vanderbilt's history to do so. Class of 2020, as this long, strange semester draws to a close, the conferral of your degrees is not goodbye. It was also not goodbye in March when we moved to remote learning. It is not goodbye because we will toast together this summer when you receive a champagne flute alongside your diploma in the mail. And then we will hopefully toast again when you're back on campus next May as we celebrate your commencement in true Vanderbilt tradition. It's also not goodbye because although my time as interim chancellor is nearing its end, I will still be here as Vanderbilt's provost. I will continue working to preserve and advance the academic mission of this institution that I love so much. It's not goodbye because I expect to hear about the many wonderful things you're doing in the coming years, to connect regularly with you as alumni, whether at reunion, at a chapter dinner, or a Commodore sporting event, and to hear you tell me what you've discovered. And this is not goodbye because, most importantly, you are Vanderbilt for life. So instead of goodbye, I will say thank you. And I will wish you well during these next few months as you move into the next chapter of your lives. As you know too well, the Vanderbilt crest features an oak leaf and an acorn. The oak leaf symbolizes strength and steadfastness. The acorn, the seed of knowledge. May you carry that steadfast strength and thirst for knowledge with you forever. And now, I will share the words that will officially confer your academic degrees. Words that are the mark of today's incredible milestone. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trust of Vanderbilt University and by the vote of the faculties, I confer upon each of you the degrees for which you have qualified, and extend to you the best wishes of your alma mater, now and for all the days of your lives. Congratulations to you, the class of 2020. You'll always have a special place in my heart, and we will see each other soon. Anchor down.